Have you ever lost a close friend and wondered if there is something you should do first? As we get older, friendships become even more precious, woven into the fabric of who we are. Losing one can feel like losing a part of ourselves. In this video, we're talking about 6 things wise older adults do first when a beloved friend passes away, steps that not only honor the friendship, but also protect your own heart and well-being. Stay with us until the end to learn how small actions can ease grief, build strength, and keep their spirit alive, with comfort, not regret. Number 1. Allow yourself to feel the grief fully. When a close friend passes away, it's tempting to push aside the hurt, to keep busy, or to tell yourself you have to stay strong for everyone else. But one of the wisest things you can do is allow yourself to truly feel the grief, without judgment. Grief is not a weakness. It's a reflection of the love and depth of the bond you shared. Suppressing it or rushing past it doesn't make it disappear. It simply tucks it away, only to resurface later in ways that can be harder to face. Experts in emotional resilience often say that acknowledging sorrow openly, even quietly and privately, prevents it from hardening into something heavier, like regret or chronic sadness. Letting yourself cry, sit in silence, or even talk aloud to your friend's memory can be incredibly healing. Think of Robert, a 74-year-old from Michigan, who lost his best fishing buddy of 40 years. For days, he felt numb, pushing through chores and conversations like he was sleepwalking. But when he finally sat down by the lake they used to visit, letting the tears come without holding them back, he felt a shift inside. The weight didn't disappear, but it softened. It became something he could carry rather than something that crushed him. Feeling your grief doesn't mean drowning in it. It means giving it a seat at the table, acknowledging that your love was real, your loss is real, and your heart is allowed to ache. The first step toward healing is not moving past your grief. It's moving with it, letting it teach you something about the strength and tenderness you still hold inside. Number 2. Reach out to other mutual friends or family members. When a close friend passes away, it's easy to feel isolated in your grief, as though no one else could possibly understand what you're feeling. But one of the most healing things you can do is to reach out to others who knew and loved them too. Sharing stories, memories, and even tears with people who also feel the loss creates a circle of comfort that none of us can build alone. It reminds you that you are not grieving in a vacuum, that the life your friend lived touched many others, and that connection still exists among you. Grief counselors often say that talking with others who share your loss doesn't just ease loneliness, it helps organize and honor the memories, weaving them into something collective and lasting, rather than private and painful. Take Eleanor, a 77-year-old from Pennsylvania, who lost her childhood friend Betty. Instead of retreating into her own sadness, she called a few of their old classmates and suggested meeting at their favorite diner over coffee and laughter and quiet tears. They remembered Betty together, the funny things she used to say, the way she lit up a room. That afternoon, Eleanor said, didn't erase the pain, but it wrapped it in something softer, something survivable. Grief can make the world feel smaller. Reaching out makes it feel connected again. You don't have to carry every memory alone. Sometimes sharing a story, a smile, or even a silence with someone else who misses them too can lighten your heart in ways you never expect. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content to inform and inspire you. Number 3, write a personal letter to your friend who passed sometimes. The hardest part of losing a close friend isn't what was said, it's what was left unsaid. All the thank yous, the I'm proud of yous, the simple I love yous. That time, routine, or hesitation pushed aside. One powerful, private way wise older adults cope with this is by writing a letter to their departed friend, a real letter on paper, as if they were still here to read it. Grief specialists often recommend this because it creates a safe space to express everything still sitting in your heart: gratitude, regret, funny memories, even the small, daily things you wish you could still share. Writing it down transforms those swirling, unspeakable feelings into something tangible, something you can see, hold, and someday even reread. Think of Harold, an 81-year-old from Oregon who lost his neighbor and fishing companion of nearly 30 years. A few weeks after the funeral, he sat down at his kitchen table and wrote a letter, telling him about the catch of the day, how the garden was growing, how much he missed their early morning talks. He folded the letter and tucked it inside his old tackle box. It didn't erase the loss, but it made Harold feel closer, more at peace. You don't have to show the letter to anyone. It's not about grammar or perfection. It's about honoring the bond you shared and giving yourself permission to speak the words you still carry. Because sometimes what matters most isn't whether they hear you, it's that you say it, for you and for them. Number 4, create a small ritual or tribute. When someone you love passes, the days that follow can feel hollow, like the rhythm of life has been broken. One of the ways wise older adults begin to restore that rhythm is by creating a simple ritual or tribute to honor their friend's memory. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It just has to be meaningful to you. Lighting a candle at the same time each evening, placing a photo where you'll see it daily, watering a plant they gave you, walking a path you once shared. These quiet acts help keep the connection alive in a gentle, grounding way. Researchers who study grief and resilience often say that rituals offer a sense of structure and emotional safety. They give us a place to put the love that no longer has a physical recipient, and they remind us that our memories are still active, still sacred. Joyce, a 70-year-old from South Carolina, lost her dearest friend Martha, who used to call her every Sunday morning without fail. Now every Sunday, Joyce sits on the porch with her coffee at that same time. She doesn't expect a call, but she uses that moment to talk to Martha anyway, to feel the breeze and to remember her voice. She says it brings her comfort and, strangely, clarity. These rituals aren't about holding on too tightly, they're about holding on wisely, with grace and with love. In grief, small acts can become sacred, and a simple ritual can be a lifeline, a thread of memory that keeps the warmth of that friendship close even as life continues. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content to inform and inspire you. Number 5, take care of your physical and emotional health. In the immediate days after losing a close friend, it's easy to forget about yourself. Meals lose their flavor, sleep feels elusive, and the simple routines that once kept you grounded can fall away without you even realizing it. But wise older adults know that tending to your body and spirit during grief isn't selfish, it's essential. Grief is a heavy load, and your body feels it just as deeply as your heart does. Healthcare providers often remind us that when we are grieving, our immune system weakens, our appetite changes, and our energy dips. Ignoring these physical needs can quietly pull you deeper into sadness or even illness. Think about Walter, a 79-year-old from Ohio, who lost his closest friend of 50 years. For weeks, he skipped breakfast, slept at odd hours, and stopped taking his daily walks. It wasn't until he fainted one afternoon that he realized grief wasn't something he could power through. It needed tending, just like a garden in a dry season. With the help of his family, Walter built small routines back into his day, Nutritious meals, fresh air, a little stretching in the morning, and slowly the fog began to lift. Taking care of yourself during grief doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It means giving yourself enough strength to feel what you need to feel without being swept away. Rest when you need it. Eat even if you don't feel hungry. Move your body gently, if only for a few minutes. Healing takes energy, and your health is the foundation that carries you forward, one careful, loving step at a time. Number 6. Reflect on how your friend's life influenced yours. When someone you love passes away, there's an ache that no words can fully touch. But wise older adults know that, alongside the sadness, there's also an invitation, a chance to reflect on how that friend shaped the person you are today. Instead of focusing solely on the absence, they take time to quietly consider, what gifts did this friend leave with me? What lessons? What joys? What tiny habits of kindness or humor now live in me because they were part of my life? Grief counselors often talk about continuing bonds, the idea that love and influence don't disappear with death. They stay woven into who we become if we choose to recognize and honor them. Joan, a 76-year-old from Vermont, lost her dear friend Sylvia, who had always encouraged her to try new things. A few weeks after Sylvia's passing, Joan signed up for a pottery class, something they had often talked about but never done. She said she felt Sylvia's spirit with her every time she sat at the wheel, laughing at her wobbly bowls and cheering her on. Carrying forward a friend's spirit doesn't mean holding on to sadness forever. It means letting their best qualities live on through your actions, your choices, your courage. Grief doesn't erase the relationship, it transforms it from something shared moment to moment into something carried heart to heart. When you find small ways to live out what your friend taught you, kindness, curiosity, bravery, you honor not just their memory, but the beautiful impact they had on your life. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content to inform and inspire you. Final thoughts. As we come to the end of this video, take a moment to breathe and reflect. Which of these steps spoke to you the most? Which one do you feel ready to embrace if and when you face the loss of a dear friend? We would love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to honor the friendships that have shaped your life. Grieving the loss of a close friend is not about forgetting or moving on. It's about carrying them forward with you, in your memories, in your small daily rituals, in the strength and wisdom they helped you grow. Each act of love, each moment of reflection, becomes a bridge between the life you shared and the life you continue to build. Loss carves spaces in us, but it also carves space for new growth, new gratitude, and new courage. By grieving intentionally and honoring their influence, you are not just surviving. You are weaving their spirit into the beautiful tapestry of your own life story. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.